genuinely complimenting people and just not expecting anything in return is such a lost art and such a beautiful thing that we don't do anymore. When I was younger, I would be walking with my dad and he would see someone, walking their dog, and the dog is like being, has like a thing around its neck, and the dog is running to each patch of grass to smell it, chasing a chipmunk. And the human is just kind of like, going along for the ride. My dad would always say, who's walking who? And everyone would love it except me, because I was young and I was like, why are you talking to random people? You're weird. And my dad would look at me and just say, like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Be a human being. Converse with people. Don't be weird. And he was right. Just giving people that little bit of just interaction, it makes each party's day so much, in my opinion, just so much better. There are people that just tell a story, like my physical therapist was talking about how he's going to go camping with his son, and he wasn't even talking to me. He said, oh yeah, I'm going this Saturday. So in around 5 days, I talked to him and I'm like, how was camping? And he was like, oh, it was great, thank you for asking. And it like took him a second in between responses to be like, he actually like listened to me, and he like retained that information enough to be able to like ask about it later. Like he didn't just go home and like forget about it. And I didn't, because I like my physical therapist. He's a great guy. It's nice to talk to these people. And I was in the city with my bosses one time, and I was unloading a truck, and I see a guy in red pants, and I look up and I'm like, nice pants. I like the red pants. And he looked at me like I curb stomped like a chipmunk, and I don't care. If you don't like my compliment, you don't like my compliment. And my boss was like, I do the same thing. Like that's how you know that it's something that's like really genuine and cool to do, is when like your boss kind of tries to like, oh yeah, I do the same thing. Like I'm doing your manual labor, and you're like trying to get yourself on my level. Like even if you do the same stuff, like number one, you didn't just now, and number two, like it feels not genuine when you have to like prove that you do it, not by actions but by words. So I was at the gym recently and I see this woman with a big beautiful ring, and it's not because it was big or expensive that it was beautiful. It was just well put together. I've seen a good amount of jewelry. I have no idea what any of it means, but I know the stuff that I like. So I should have complimented her, but I was afraid because of like, what if she took it the wrong way, or she took it as a threat, or she misheard me, or she didn't hear me and she thinks that I'm a weirdo, and she talks to other people at the gym about me and it's like, oh, the young kid was hitting on me. I don't care. I complimented your ring, get over it. If you want to go and tell the staff that I'm harassing you, or I want to rob you of your ring, whatever. It was a missed opportunity and I should have done it. Whatever, you live and you learn. I was out at dinner, and I was at like a nicer restaurant, but like it wasn't like anything crazy where it's like too nice that you can't, lean over and talk to people. And this woman, she had like nice clothes on, but she was at a restaurant. It's what you expect. And the way that she carried herself was so unique and so just full of confidence. And I wanted to lean over and be like, excuse me, ma'am, like, of course you have like nice clothes on, but the way you're carrying yourself and the way you carry yourself is very unique, and it's not every day you run into someone with the energy that you have. That's it. That's all that should have been said. That's all that could have been said. And I'm sure she would have appreciated it. Or she's like a billionaire and she doesn't care what I have to say. Either way, like, I should have said it. Like, what did I have to lose? Like, me and my family got escorted out of the restaurant. Okay, we got free drinks. Doesn't matter. Moral of the story is to just not get caught up. Don't be like me, living in hypotheticals, especially with like the whole like men are terrible, women need to be like, if a man talks to you and you're a woman, take action and don't let him talk to you. And don't follow under the men stuff where it's like, don't compliment women ever. Like, if she's married, don't even pretend that she doesn't exist. And unless you're a billionaire, don't talk to women like these. to the people who aren't chronically online, like that's gonna sound crazy. There's two situations I just brought up, but that's actually how a lot of the world works right now. And it's like people like me, I'm not trying to make myself out to feel like a victim, but like we're kind of caught in the crossfire because when I have like a genuine interaction that I want to give to someone, I'm afraid of the repercussions, and I have to live in hypotheticals and I have to kind of protect myself first and foremost. But I should have complimented both of those people. Live and you learn. I just think that the world would be a better place and it would be a more happy place to be raised and raise hopefully like future kids in a society where they're not afraid to compliment people and make jokes about the dog walking you. You know, nice red pants, you know, your ring is beautiful. I've never seen anyone carry themselves in such a unique and confident way, ma'am. I just thought I would tell you. Can't be afraid of the hypotheticals. Live in the moment type thing, you know, like just enjoy the present moment enough to ask your physical therapist, you know, how camping with his son went. People will be genuinely surprised and they will value you as a human and as someone who can bring substance to their life. And just the fact that it was genuine, all of these interactions was the best part about it. But don't be afraid to just make friends with people. Don't be afraid of people who you don't even know. Be responsible with that. Don't go walking around at midnight, but enjoy the day. You know, go home and have interactions that will make you feel good at the end of the day. Make other people feel good. But do it genuinely. That's it. See you.